Formulating a linear programming model. Let's look at this example. To formulate a linear programming model, first identify products to be produced and define the products as decision variables. The furniture company produced two products, namely tables and chairs. So define T to be table and C to be chair. After the decision variables are defined, identify the objective function. The objective function can be either to maximize profit or to minimize cost. It says that each table sold yields a profit of 70 ringgit, while each chair sold yields a profit of 50 ringgit. Because we have information about profit, the objective function would be to maximize profit. The objective function must be expressed as a total profit for the products. Thus, the objective function is written as maximize Z equals to 70T plus 50C, where Z is the total profit. Next, identify constraints, that is, the resources used to make the products. To identify constraints, look for the words that represent constraints such as at most, at least, a maximum of, and available. The resources used to make the tables and the chairs are carpentry time and painting time. Because it says that 240 hours of carpentry time are available and 100 hours of painting time are available, we obtain two constraints. The first constraint is less than or equals to 240 for carpentry time, and the second constraint is less than or equals to 100 for painting time. Lastly, identify mathematical expressions for the constraints. To identify mathematical expressions, look for the amount of resources needed to make 1 unit of products. It says that each table requires 4 hours of carpentry work and 2 hours of painting work. So write 4T at the first constraint and 2T at the second constraint. It also says that each chair requires 3 hours of carpentry work and 1 hour of painting work. So write plus 3C at the first constraint and plus 1C at the second constraint. Complete the model by writing the non-negativity constraint, that is, all variables must be greater than or equals to 0.